Hello, and welcome to another video on the SU-30. Today we're going to see if the SU-30 can actually be a meta vehicle for the 16v16 meta. If you want the short answer, I think, maybe, but let's expand into that. First of all, the SU-30 can be equipped with a massive arsenal, 12 missiles. But do keep in mind, there's another thick thing about the SU-30. The bitch is fat! And what this does is often limits you on how much you can turn at high speed, which often results in you getting angle gated by those Mikas or other Fox 3s, but most importantly Mikas. By the way, we should really buff the Mika. But the SU-30 still has a trick up its sleeves, and it's being able to carry the R27ET and the R27ER, which to this day, after 3 years, still dominates top tier with their insane performance in range and seeker. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you should bring more than 2 R27ETs or ERs. I think 2 is actually the perfect spot for the SU-30. But what makes the R27ER so good? Well, that's because it has the best seeker in the entire game. That thing will follow you in places you didn't even know existed. And what can you do about it? Well, you can still chaff it, but honestly, in most cases, if you get caught off guard by the R27ER, you're just cooked. There's nothing you can do. You just fly straight. Just let it happen. Let it touch you. But all of this sounds, it sounds pretty good, but, there's still some drawbacks to this aircraft, and one of them being, in my opinion, the R-73 still being fucked to this day. For example, if you try to fire it at low speed, and you're turning at the same time, that guy is gone. Like, it will not even try to track. It will just immediately go in a flat spin, and this does not happen to the Mika, which, by the way, I still think we should buff. But into more serious stuff, I think the SU-30 should be used more as a support role than a fist in the battlefield, not like a Rafale. By the way, did I mention we should buff the Mika? Anyways, as a support fighter, you should try to maintain a bit of altitude. If you go on the deck, you're probably going to be destroyed pretty fast. That thing does not multipath really well. As I mentioned, that thing is pretty thick. So the splash damages are very deadly for you. So always try to maintain some altitude, especially some speed, because you're going to be blading it quite a bit whenever you start going into those notches and blah blah blah. And that brings me to one of my final points, and it is multipathing in this aircraft. In endgame, it is viable. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like don't multipath at all, it's terrible, blah blah blah. I'm gonna tell you, at the start of a game you should never be multipathing in this. There is too many missiles and this thing is really prone to getting splash damaged. So try to keep your altitude, as I just mentioned, and you should be fine. Now, the last point about this aircraft is the dogfighting capabilities. The SU-30 in a dogfight is quite complicated. Sure, you can use a thrust vectoring, which is a big joker on this aircraft, but it's not really that good. Like, obviously, it allows you to do things that shouldn't be possible for other aircraft. So it can get you out of bad situations, but at this point, if you start using it, you should have been dead a long time ago, and it's just your enemy team having quite the skill issue. But here, as you can see, I'm about to engage this F-16 into a dogfight, and see, I'm not going to use it immediately because, well, obviously I want to keep my energy, and if I do it now, I'll just go in a spin and this F-16 is going to circle and destroy me. As well as this grip in here. So I'm just gonna launch an R27ET at him, just make him think that I fired an R77. Yeah. Anyways, he dodges it, and here we're just, gonna go for a gun kill on this F-16 since this Gripen had the biggest skill issue in all of us and smacked into the ground as soon as he dodged my missile. So yeah, I mean, we're just sitting on 6 kills here playing, the support role. And unfortunately, that's going to be the end of this match for me because I'm going to get strafed later on by a Rafale. So anyways, by the way, did I mention we should buff the Rafale? I don't think I did. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.